All right, welcome back. Welcome back to Twin Tarot. I'm David,
I'm Gary.
and I'm back from vacation.
Yes, we're
I'm
twins.
on vacation now. I came back on vacation just in time for the weekend.
Oh man, I have to apologize. Not David just fell off the chair. He was so stunned to see you. He thought he was going to be guest starring here. There he
Okay,
is.
well, that's the only redeeming part of your readings is not David.
He's a little bit different than you. He's kind of the strong, silent type. You're the strong, spicy
I'm the
type.
loud, annoying type. All
It's
right,
good to
so
have you back.
we record this at noon on Saturday, February 8th, the day before the Super Bowl. No
Yep.
Super Bowl prognostications here because, frankly, I don't care. Now,
Uh,
if you're a Chiefs fan or an Eagles fan, I'm sure you care a lot. No offense. Um, I will say this, and maybe even the Chiefs fans might have to kind of grudgingly admit it. I don't like how the referees call penalties in spots for Patrick Mahomes. It is bordering on ridiculousness. And
uh,
it kind of cheapens the victories because it's like, you know, how many different ways does the other team have to win the game for the refs not to play a part in uh, in the outcome of the game? It cheapens the quality of the wins of the Chiefs. If you don't, if you're not the best team, you're not the best team. There's no shame in that.
I haven't watched any football really this year. Are you familiar with Tom Grossi, Grossi?
No.
Oh, he does like a weekly recap of all the NFL games, but he
Uh,
plays all the characters. They're absolutely hysterical. He even plays the ref. He'll hold up a flag. Yes, because they'll go on a rant like that where it's like, I can't believe they threw a flag for the Chiefs. It'll be like whoever the Chiefs defeated. It'll be a
right.
player in that jersey complaining about the game, and then he'll come back as a Chiefs player fan in the Chiefs jersey, and then he'll have the referee jersey. And whenever they talk about the
Sure.
the penalties, the referee comes up flag because he's throwing flags. That's what referees do.
Anyway, so that segue.
Yeah.
So Michelle and I were in Mendocino for 5 nights. Just I did no recordings up there. Really didn't look at my YouTube channel at all. We just unplugged. She was looking at Blue Sky, so couldn't avoid all the news and all the tomfoolery going on in DC. But for the most part, it lived in a little bubble for some time. Okay,
Yeah.
so what are we doing a reading on today? I've already
We're gonna
forgotten.
we're gonna look at Project 2025.
Oh, that one, yes, Project 2025. As you recall, this is the thing that Trump had no idea about, knew nobody on there, and promptly started appointing all sorts of people who were involved with Project 2025 to cabinet positions and such.
What
So
a coincidence, huh?
yeah, and somebody secretly recorded the head of Project 2025. He said, "Yeah, Trump's all aware, but he's totally on board with it. They're going to implement all our policies." So, God, somebody's lying. Is it the guy on Project 2025 saying that Trump knows all about this, is behind it, or is it Trump, the habitual liar, saying, "I never heard anything. Don't know these people." Never heard of it. I've got Project 47, which is almost word for word Project 2025. Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of wonder if it's an ego thing with him that I'm not stealing someone else's idea. These are my ideas.
Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
So, um, and I did a reading. The Queen of Wands tends to show up in my deck recently as like Project 2025. Um, they are it's the vibe I get from them is they are scrambling. They are trying to get as much stuff shoved in as soon as possible. It's almost like they know their stuff is so unpopular they have to front load it so that people forget about it when the elections come in 2 years.
Yep.
It's that kind of shock and awe. You hit them with so much trauma. You stab them, poison them, shoot them, set them on fire, and then they may not notice that you strangled them. The strangling seemed to be the worst of your worries at the moment because of all the other traumas that you were suffering. Oh yes, and then there's that cancer too.
Maybe it's like college football. You need to lose early in the season, not late in the season, if you still
Yeah,
want to get to the top of the.
that's not a bad analogy. Okay,
But
so
yeah, we got a lot going on with Project 2025.
all right, so let's go ahead and let Gary start off since he's been doing all the heavy lifting here. We'll have him continue doing the heavy lifting.
Why break the trend, right?
Well,
Okay,
you got
let's
Matt
make it
David
nice
there
and
to.
big so everyone can see just me. And
Okay, I'll make myself nice and big because nobody wants to see it.
Yay! It's nice to have you back, Davey.
Uh,
Okay, so let's look at the general energy of Project. I saw that. No one wants to see you. They want to see the cards. Let's look at the overall energy of Project 2025. You're going to make people get motion sickness. Well, your card may be the Queen of Wands, but I got the King of Wands here.
it's good to be
Okay,
the king.
so we got Trump elected as president. We know what's good for you, and we are going to implement what we believe is best.
The total Big Brother, the Taliban situation. It's American Taliban. Let's call it what it is.
The challenge, the cross, is temperance. Yeah, it should be balanced. Things should be balanced and fair for everyone. But that's that flies in the face of Project 2025 because when you're supporting a fascist agenda, balance is not something you're going to value.
Yeah, it sure looks like they're trying. That's their challenge. How do you integrate these horrific policies that most people hate?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to just quick little segue there. Elon Musk is from South Africa. South Africa had apartheid where like 5% of the whites were telling 95% of the population, mostly blacks, what to do and how to do it.
Yeah.
A minority rule to the extreme. That's what this kind of is. It's not quite 95-5, but it's definitely like 70 against 34.
Yeah.
30% for it, 70% against it. And as they put more and more of their awful policies, they're going to start approaching that 95-5 rule where 1 out of 20 people support it and 19 say this is a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Okay, carrying on. Okay, so the challenge is everything should be balanced and fair and equal and just, but no, that doesn't work with our agenda. Energy underneath it is the 5 of Swords. Winner takes all. We won it. We won the election. We are going to do whatever the hell we want to do.
Yep.
You guys just need to walk away.
Mm-hmm.
In the past,
good compromise.
Yeah, it's that whole if you win, I lose mentality. There's no such thing as a win-win mentality. In the past, we got the 4 of Cups. For Project 2025, not happy that Biden won in 2020 because their project was probably called Project 2020 at some point. But the election results obviously favored them, but they were not happy with how things had been going either in the country or for their little project. Current energy is like Dave said, they're moving things forward quickly. Lots of rapid messaging, and boy, are we being victimized.
Yeah, they are moving fast with unpopular policies.
Yep. Overarching energy, Wheel of Fortune. That's an interesting card.
Very interesting card. I was just thinking as you dropped it. No, it's carry on. I'll throw in my commentary in a second.
Yeah, it's anything can happen at this point. I know I like to throw a lot of shout outs to Cash Peters, but he did a reading on Project 2025 a month or so ago where it was basically he was showing it as a bunch of birds and that some of the birds would take flight and a lot of it wouldn't. So it's really kind of up in the air what's going to they're going to be able to execute on and actually try and implement. Your comment?
I was going to say, be careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might get exactly what you wish for. One of the things that they're talking about is, they're going after people's porn.
Oh my!
I'm just going to say, a lot of these younger Trump supporters, they probably have their fair share of that, and to have their favorite porn sites taken down. I mean, whatever will they do?
You know, it's so funny the duality or the what's the word I'm looking for? Hypocrisy of it. You know, where the evangelicals, for example, oh, we believe in the teachings of Christ and stuff, yet they support some of the most dark, low energy, hateful, spiteful, intolerant messaging out there.
Yep.
You know,
hypocrisy.
We grew up in a very Catholic household, and let's just say my dad had a subscription to Playboy. You know, I know he read it for the
article. Secrets being leveled.
I know.
Exposed.
I'm sure he was reading it for the articles.
Clearly.
You know, it's like, yeah, you take someone's porn away, they're going to be unhappy about it.
Yeah, exactly. And now they don't have an outlet, so now they're going to get all aggro on people because they're all pent up.
Yeah. Okay, back to me. Okay, so sorry, Mom, if you're watching this, but you knew what he was doing. Okay, lesson to be learned. Articles. Yes, exactly. Those articles are so informative. Lesson to be learned is the Empress. There's enough prosperity to go around. You don't need to have it all for yourself. This country is great. It is capable of so many great things. You don't need to take people's rights away. You don't need to make it a fascist government or a fascist country in order to have your way.
So just to throw that in there. So what you're saying is they are, instead of Big Brother, they are Big Mother. They're trying to tell you what's best for you.
Perfect.
And not let you make your free choices.
Yes. That is actually a great interpretation of that.
Because all you were saying was, just you shouldn't do this, which is basically saying this is what they're trying to do. You answered the part without telling them. It's like they're being Big Mother. You shouldn't be watching porn. You should be reading the Bible and not having premarital sex. Who the hell are you to tell me what to do and why to do it?
Wow, I thought, man, for a second there, I closed my eyes. I thought I was home again. The outcome, 8 of Pentacles. They are busy at work with Project 2025.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to get as much of that stuff done as they can while they can do it.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I want to sort of react, how will the percentage of people that aren't evangelicals, no, basically aren't 65 and older or 70 and older, they don't necessarily need access to birth control. That doesn't mean they don't. I mean, let's set it straight. You can be very sexually active in your late 60s, 70s, 80s, and certainly what I think it was Al Pacino has shown that you can also be quite fertile in those ages too.
Mick Jagger as well.
Yeah, exactly. But generally speaking, let's just say the fires tend to cool a little bit, and there's just this whole vilification of premarital sex, and that's what they're going. It's the vilification of sex. It's like classic Catholicism. Sex should only be between a man and a woman after they're married. Bull crap. And it's funny because they're going after their porn, and that's just kind of like it's going to be fun. Let's see what happens to the young men in this, or the men in this world that rely on that for their fantasies and their.
Yeah. And the ironic thing is, so if you're going against the porn, so you elect a president who paid off a porn star because he had sex with her when his wife was home with their newborn son.
Black is white, up is down, left is right, right is wrong. It's just welcome to the end of times. And that's just, they're so happy that we're going to have the rapture. And, frankly, I don't care which end of the rapture stick I'm on.
I care.
I don't care even a little bit. Because guess what? I ain't going the same place they're going.
That's why I care. I want to make sure I'm on the right end of that.
I think we know which end of the rapture stick you're going to be. There's two sides of the rapture stick. There's our side, and then there's the evangelical Project 2025 side. Wherever they go, we're going the exact opposite direction. I don't care where it is because I don't have to deal with them anymore. All right, I want to look at how is MAGA going to view. It's not even MAGA. It's the non-evangelicals. It's not fair to say MAGA because MAGA per se, they just support everything Donald Trump is because they're in a cult. But the folks who didn't understand Project 2025, didn't care about Project 2025, who are about to be impacted by Project 2025, how are they going to react when basically when their porn is taken away, amongst other things? Okay, so now they're like, wait a minute. There's the Seven of Wands. It's the fighting, the taking action, the that kind of wait a minute. Oh God.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So here's the thing. They're going to be told that it's one of a number of things. It's like they're going to have to start giving up things, their vices, and they're being told that their vices that they're giving up is better for them. But there's the problem with vices, Vices are vices for a reason. It's because we enjoy them. And you've got Project 2025, which is, let's say what it is. It's a return to Puritan times. Because we all want to be Puritans. We all want to be the first ones over on the boats, the political prisoners and the wacko religious types and such like that were kicked out of England and sent over to the United States. Yeah.
You know what I get with that Seven of Wands?
What do you get?
I never thought the leopards would eat my face.
Pretty much.
I didn't support that. I didn't believe Trump when he said that the leopards would eat my face.
Yeah, and I think you're right. It devalues. There's like what else? It's like they're starting to wonder about what other promises did we back up that we're not going to like.
That's exactly it. And underneath it, he told you who he was going to be. This shouldn't be surprising to you.
Yeah,
gosh.
But that's what happens when you're in a cult and you got to own the libs, man. Got to own those libs. This is the find out portion of it all. So, 2025, hard at work. Now, I love it when the cards come out like this because this was Gary's outcome, and this is my outcome in the past. So Gary's reading now as Project 2025 implements its stuff, implements its plans, it's becoming less and less popular as they do that. Yeah. How to translate the world card. Okay, the world card is bringing a close to big items. This could be bringing a close to the current age, entering the age of Aquarius type stuff. The impact could also be Project 2025 could impact the world if the world follows suit. But I think what it is that Project 2025 is going to be the nails in the coffin for the support for evangelicalism and such, because people you're changing their world without their permission. Well, I guess it's with their permission because you voted for it, but they didn't know.
Yeah, they didn't give permission for that.
Yeah, their world is turned upside down.
Yeah, they wanted the leopards to eat the other person's face, not mine.
It's I'm glad you said that because
there he is.
That's pretty much exactly it. He's hurting. They said this to the first Trump administration when he put the tariffs in on China. He's hurting the wrong people.
Yeah.
He's not supposed to hurt the Midwestern farmers with tariffs that make their soybeans unsellable to China. You're hurting the wrong people. You're supposed to hurt the blue-haired, nose-pierced libtards. Those are the people you're supposed to hurt. It's funny how he always hurts his own people first.
Yeah, I think I read somewhere like 97% of those tariffs went right back to the farmers because of the loss of value of their soybean crops and all the other crops because of the
And
tariff.
bail them out. And I remember also reading the farmers, they're like, we'd rather sell our products than get bailouts. There's something about self-esteem,
Yeah,
pride. You worked hard in the field, you sold your product for a fair price, you made your money, and you spent it. To have to be on the government dole is a little bit humiliating for these patriots.
yeah.
But it's what they voted for. It's not what they thought they voted for, but it's what they got.
Exactly.
And they're like, what's next? Geez, man, you keep taking away the stuff that we like. What else do we have to give?
Well, that's what happens when you're a one-issue voter, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So
well, their issue is owning the libs, right? That's their issue.
Mm-hmm.
The outcome is the lover's card. Welcome. To me, this is the Adam and Eve card. The opposite of the corruption. It's the Puritan nature that they're trying to come here. Hey, we told you that we were evangelicals, and we wanted to make this a much more pure culture to get rid of this debauchery. But here's the thing: these folks liked their debauchery.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like underneath it, they're getting rid of this or replace it with this. I'm not. Back up to you. It's sad, but what they're going to miss all their vices because they don't want the virtues. They're being given the virtues, and it's like this is not what I ordered. This is a plate of lettuce. I wanted this steak.
I kind of wonder if it was kind of the same thing during Prohibition, where it seemed
Probably.
like a good idea, right? Guys are getting drunk, spending all the family money on alcohol at bars, and then they go home and beat their wives and kids. So we should have Prohibition. And then
because everybody who drinks just always drinks to excess and abuses their family, because that's rational.
That's how I do it. It's just, they quickly found out that, wait a minute, I want to go home and have a beer or a glass of whiskey, and now I can't. And
put on the Playboy channel and unwind.
Oh my God, could you imagine 1920s Playboy channel? Ooh, I think I saw her ankle.
Ooh. Nasty. Those ladies, I tell you what. All right, so welcome to your American Taliban. That's what you voted for. Isn't that what you want?
What's the outcome?
Okay, outcome is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, how to go with this? It's going forward with your values. This could also be the mercenary card here.
To me, it's they're sitting back and they're watching what's going on. It's not necessarily that. It's either they're going to bring values forward in the future, or they're watching maybe their values getting corrupted and taken away.
Yeah, it's like I have to keep giving. You keep taking. How much? The vibe I get from that is, how much more do I have to give? How much more are you going to take?
Yeah, there you go.
We gave you this vote. We gave you this power, and the stuff you're doing sounds good on paper, but we don't like living like this.
Yeah.
There's going to be a backlash to it.
You know what that could be? It could be their future vote.
That's possible.
They're sitting back and they've got their vote in their hand and they're watching what's unfolding, and they may decide that, you know what, I may go a different direction in 2022.
Certainly, next time you vote on your values, maybe you might want to take it seriously as opposed to, they're not going to get rid of this. They're not going to do that. Kind of like they're the ones always expected to give.
Yep.
You have to give up. It's like permanent Lent. You have to give up everything you enjoy, and you're never getting it back. And then we're going to come up with more stuff for you to give up that you're never going to get back. And How much can we take?
Yeah. Both ways. How much can they take from us, and how much more can we take from them?
All right. Anything else you want to throw on that?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't want to throw any more, but I do want to give a couple of shout outs if that's okay.
Okay, you can go ahead and give some.
Yeah. So I read through all the comments, and I really appreciate everyone who goes out there and makes comments. I recognize a lot of you, especially if you have a great thumbnail. But some of the people I just like to thank for their continuous and consistent comments. You got Laura Davis, and she always gives me a rainbow emoji, earth emoji, the bumblebee emoji, and the heart emoji. Lisa DeHart Hansen, hope you're having a good time on your sailboat in Mexico. Of course, the divine Miss Mickey.
Oh, yes.
Susie Zuki, I always see your comments out there. Aurelia, who's also a Bay Area native. Lena Abrahams, and Becky Stone. I really appreciate, I recognized your comments, and I appreciate everything you have to add to the comments section. And for all of you, including the aforementioned people, the secret card. And today's
I wonder what the secret card is.
Today, it's the world. So, it's in Dave's reading, it's kind of the end of a cycle. The world is, things have coming to an end, and there's going to be a new beginning.
The way you phrase it might need some clarification. Yeah, it's coming to an end, all right.
It's it doesn't have to necessarily be an unhappy ending, right? Project 2025 is an ending, but it's probably not the ending you're thinking it is.
Maybe Gary should. What do you think he's trying to say? Is the end of an era.
Yes.
And the entry of a new age.
Yeah.
As opposed to the end of the world.
Yes. Sorry. Yeah, not in a nuclear way.
A little bit doomy and gloomy.
Yeah. So, and Cash Peters actually did a thing on this too, where he had a little bumpy path, and he goes, we are probably entering the age of Aquarius, but it's not necessarily going to be a smooth transition. There's going to be some bumps in the road while we move out of the old age and into the new age. And that's just what we're experiencing now. We just have to ride above it. So that's what I got for the secret card.
Awesome. Thank you again for supporting our channel. We do appreciate it.
If you like this video, just give us a thumbs up, subscribe. We put out a new video every night at midnight, and leave a comment. I read them all, and I respond to as many as I can.
All right, and we'll catch you on the next video. Take care, everyone.
Bye.